Hello everybody. Decided to make this video today and it's going to be a good one, I hope. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be comparing three of the most popular full-size pistols on the market today. Now there are other style ones out there, a lot of different comparisons going on with each of them, but from my personal experience, these are three of the most popular full-size, I guess you could say duty pistols. So I'll label them off real quick for you just to get you started. This is a Beretta 92A1. This is a Glock 17 Generation 3. And this is a Sig Sauer P226. All of which are 9mm, so recoil compensation as well as caliber and bullets, all the same. So we'll start from the left to the right, and I'll give you a personal opinion of these, as well as just some little facts. Just keep in mind, this is my opinion and my experience with the firearms. I am not in any way a professional. I'm just trying to give you an opinion of your average shooter. So let's get started. Up first is the Beretta 92A1. There's a lot of love-hate towards Berettas, and a lot of the hate comes from two different reasons. One, the most obvious, the slide-mounted safety. A lot of people have issues when they go to charge the weapon. They inadvertently flick the safety on. Now, I personally have had no issue doing this. I've never, out of all, like, this is my most used handgun, I've never inadvertently flicked the safety on when I go to rack the slide. So I'm not sure how it is. I think it's a lack of familiarization and a lack of training with the pistol. Most of the people I talk to who have Berettas have never had the issue where they've inadvertently activated the safety. The second thing is reliability. You'll hear this quite often, that Berettas are extremely unreliable, that they're just bad pistols. And this is totally false. Where this opinion is coming from is people are thinking about the pistols in service with the US military. Now, those pistols are shot well past what their service life is. They receive little to no maintenance, very little care, even little cleaning. Like, they don't receive the maintenance that they would need. And now a lot of people will say, well, that's why they should have got the Glock or the Sig. And I respectfully disagree. Now, there's a reason for that. Any firearm without proper preventative maintenance and care, at some point or another, is going to break down. You know, well, the Glocks can run, unlubricated, all this, all that. At some point or another, it's going to break. You know, most of the Beretta pistols in service have been shot well past their lifespan. Now, the 92 series, like this one here, Beretta claims is good for around 30,000 rounds. Or the locking block is good for 30,000 rounds. And some of those pistols are shot well past that. And the fact that the Beretta pistols are still operating is a testament to Beretta, in my opinion. But when it comes to the actual pistol itself, it is a single action, double action. So you have the option of a double action and a single action. The trigger double action is 10 pounds. It's cocked, it's about 4.5, maybe 5. Reset. Damn. Reset is audible, it's in no way tactile. A little bit of creep there. There's a break. That's the Beretta for you. Recoil, however, is minuscule. The Beretta does not kick in the slightest. Like, you can easily double tap with this pistol, just because it's an aluminum frame, steel slide. And in my opinion, it's a beautiful looking pistol. It also fits very nicely in the hand. I'm trying to think how I can, for my hand is, I wear a medium glove. So I have actually quite small hands. You know, I'm 5'11", 131 pounds. I'm not a big guy. So, and the Beretta, it fits me quite nicely. So that's that guy. Let's move on. This is also the biggest of the three. It's the tallest, it's the widest, and it's got the longest barrel out of the three pistols. Now the Glock 17. Now this is a pistol you hear a lot of it. You'll always hear the name Glock, you know. And they're most renowned for the fact that it looks like a brick, and the fact that its reliability is legendary. Like, these pistols can run extremely dry, almost no lubricant. Most people who hear the name Glock, you'll hear two things come out of their mouth. One is, I love Glock. The other is, I hate Glock. You don't generally see people that say, yeah, I like Glocks, they're alright. Now, me personally, I love Glocks. Now, when it comes to fitting in the hand, it's really comfortable. But something to keep in mind is the grip angle is different than that of the Beretta or the Sig. This was my first pistol, and when I bought this, I had a lot of trouble hitting the target because the grip angle is so much different than that of the Beretta. It's got a 180 degree angle, as they call it. It's very different, and if you're not used to it, it can cause some real problems. So that does take some getting used to. For the grip angle anyways. It's very unnatural feeling if you've never fired a Glock, but you have fired Berettas or Sigs or Rugers. When it comes to the actual pistol itself, the controls are very easy to actuate. However, I did change some of the parts, more specifically the slide stop, because the factory one is a flat little thing, and it doesn't give you much purchase to grab. That makes a world of difference when you're grabbing that. Same as the magazine release, I added the extended magazine release just to give it a little bit more grip. I have done a video on the changes I've done to this gun, so I'm not going to go really too much into that. But the moral of the story is I had to make changes to this gun to suit me better. Now, when it comes to simplicity, this pistol wins. All you do is you charge it and you pull the trigger. It's a very simple, easy, ergonomic pistol. Now, when it comes to the trigger, Glocks are known for the triggers. I'm going to show you. That's the reset. It's audible and tactile. You can feel it and you can hear it. There's the break. Now, if you let the pistol... The start of it is a little spongy, but still not bad. Really nice trigger. These guns do fit the hand quite well. I do recommend Generation 4s for people with smaller hands. The Gen 4, just because of the adjustable back straps, it makes the gun a little bit more ergonomic, so to speak. And last, we'll move our way on, is to the Sig Sauer P226. Anybody who knows anything about firearms knows Sig is kind of the premium of these three. Generally, it's the most expensive, but there's a reason for that. These guns are quality. Again, single action, double action trigger pull. Its trigger, I would say, is very similar in terms of weight to the Beretta. The Sigs, when it comes to the grip, these have the most comfortable grip out of all of them. Anybody who's fired all three pistols will probably say Sig has the best grip. It just, even with someone with my hand size, it fits so naturally. It's just fantastic. Controls are very, very easy to actuate. They're just great. The Sigs are well known for their ergonomics. There's a reason that these are in use by most of the world's special forces, and as well as many law enforcement agencies. I'm trying to think. Let's show you the trigger here. So, there's the break. Now, if we do a reset, the one thing I hate about Sigs is their trigger reset. Now, watch this. Look at that. There we go. Very, very long reset. This is just a factory Sig trigger. You can get triggers like the SRT or the short reset trigger. I highly recommend it. And you can see this pistol's got some use to it too. Now, general opinion, a lot of people will pick certain guns because of certain things. My opinion on this is pick a pistol that best fits you, best suits you. A lot of people I run into that range say, I bought a Glock because it's so reliable. Well, in Canada, we can't have carry firearms. You can't put any of these to really good use. Like, we don't have any sort of carry laws or anything like that in Canada. So, the reason to buy a pistol solely for reliability when you're only using it at the range is pointless. Any of these three firearms that are properly maintained and cared for with half-decent cleaning and lubricating products, they'll run 100% no matter what. If you're using half-decent quality ammunition, the guns are going to run flawless every time. They should never, ever have malfunctions or issues. So, when it comes to purchasing this, if you're purchasing one of these 3 pistols, which most people do, purchase it because of the way it feels. Like, if you like the Sig because of the grip, it feels good, you can reach all the controls, by all means buy a Sig. Don't buy it simply because you hear, oh, well, this is what the Navy SEALs use, this is what my law enforcement uses, this is what I should buy. Oh yeah, well, this is what the British military just picked up. This is what the US military uses. I use this because it's great. This one, oh, the high bore axis is too much for me. No. When you're buying one of these pistols, buy it because of its ergonomics and how it feels to you. You know, it's like, oh, well, the Glock, you know, the grip, it angled, the way it works, it's just great. Well, if you can't shoot with it properly, it's not the right pistol for you. That's the biggest thing to understand with these 3 pistols, is make sure it's ergonomic and it fits you, and you're combat effective with it. Don't buy it simply because of what you hear. You know, all of your friends could use Glocks, but if it doesn't work for you, buy a Beretta, buy a Sig, buy something that works for you. You know, Ruger, M&P. There are top-of-the-line pistols out there. These are just 3 of the duty-sized ones that are neck and neck with each other. You'll see comparisons all the time of these 3 pistols going at it. So, the moral of the story is pick the pistol that best suits you. Now, if you're looking for price quality, I'm going to tell you, these are generally the most expensive, followed by these guys, followed by this guy. Now, in Canada, it's a little bit different. This pistol here was actually cheaper than both these. The reason for this is this was a Swedish police issue. My local gun store bought them off at an auction when the Swedish police were switching their sidearms. So this is a used gun, basically. The Glock, ironically, was $20 cheaper than this when I bought it. So the price on the guns has gone up, and it is considerable in Canada. This was a $750 pistol. This was $680. This was $850. So, I mean, it gives you an idea. Some of these guns can be very expensive. In Canada, mind you. Now, I envy you guys in the States, because just today I bought a Glock 21 Gen 4, and that was $875. So that just gives you an idea of the price in Canada for these things. But as a closing statement, if the gun fits you and you can shoot properly with it, buy it. If you're buying it because of what you hear, don't buy it. Give you a good look here. In my personal opinion, any of these guns, I would trust my life with in a heartbeat. If I had a personal choice, let's say, hey Kyle, it's the zombie apocalypse, which gun do you want? Whoop. Nice job dropping the camera. Beretta. I will trust a Beretta with my life any day of the week, no questions asked. It's 100% reliable, it's really accurate. I'm most accurate with this pistol. I trust my life with Beretta the most. Again, personal opinion, so please don't hate me for it. Anyways, that's just kind of a look at the 3 pistols, so if any of you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them. I hope you all just got an idea for the 3 pistols. They're all extremely popular. They're all 100% reliable. And you just can't go wrong. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.